Okay, for problem number 7, which is exercise 4-14 of chapter 4's quiz access. This one, we're going to prepare closing entries for the merchandiser. We already have their adjusted trial balance right here. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to just take all this, copy it. And what I'm going to do is first just put it over here on Excel. Let's do a new Excel file. It'll come up one of these days. There we go. New Excel file. And we're just going to set it off to the side here and paste the values. Okay. So if you remember, a lot of this stuff, they're first going to work through the sales side, right? So this one, and then they're going to work through the expense side, and they're going to close out the income summary and then the dividends account. So actually, I don't think I need to keep this kind of separate, although I will keep it on the side, and we'll have this, not that one. Close that out. Let's put this over here and then work with this over here. There we go. We can make this a little bit bigger so we can see the actual transactions there. So we're going to move the sales over 518. Because we're going to debit that, we're going to do that to income summary. 581. Now, arguably, I would do all these sales ones at once, but they said just the credit balances first. So then we're going to do the debit balances second. Okay. So this one's going to come income summary. Oops. Income summary, and it's going to be sum of value. And it's going to be actually this value of all these items right here, which is 507. It's 507,400. Okay. Then we're going to do sales, returns, and allowances for 2,100. We're going to do sales discounts for 6,300. We're going to do cost. Oops, I'm doing it wrong. These I want over on the credit side. 2,100, 6,300. Cost of goods sold is going to be 238. Sales, salaries, expense is going to be 61. We're going to do utilities, expense for 21,500. We're going to do selling expenses. Oops, not prepaid. Selling. There we go. For 42,500, and then we're going to do administrative expenses. 411,1. Okay, that should be that. All the credit balance, all the debit balances get credited and then closed into the income summary. Now, closing out of the income summary, right now, let's take this, insert, make this a little bigger so everybody can see it. Move me out of the way. Okay, so what we should have now in the income summary is effectively equals sum. Let's take all these numbers, right? So we should be able to say that this minus that is what's currently needs to be, this is effectively a net income. Because there's more credits than there are debits on this, right? So we're going to credit the incomes. We're going to debit income summary. Income summary, we're going to debit for 73,600. And we're going to run that to retained earnings for 73,600. So we know that this credit amount is effectively the net income which shows up because of the sales are greater than all the, or the debits, the credits are greater than all the debits for 73,600. So we're running those over to retained earnings, and then we just need to move dividends over to retained earnings as well. Retained earnings is 46,000 as a credit, and dividends as a credit. I meant to say retained earnings as a debit, and so we should be all good here now. Okay, looks like 7's all done.